Mama Joyce told Kandi, but she didn't want to listen. Ladies, your antenna needs to go up anytime a man comes into your life and can't do more for you than what you're already doing for yourself. He's an opportunist. He's looking for a come up. Make no mistake about it. Never in the history of man has a man that made less than a woman truly came into that woman's life to build her up. He came for a helping hand and shelter. He saw an opportunity. He saw a woman that could help build him up. I'm not saying that women should not help men. What I'm saying is, by nature, a man is a protector and a provider. And whenever you get that arrangement out of order, there is going to be trouble and deception. If a man comes to you out of order, don't expect order. If he doesn't come as a protector and provider, if he brings to the table less than what you have, he is not the one for you. And you need to be suspicious of him. But this is not the case for every relationship. There are some men who make less than their woman, but they're not in the relationship to take advantage or to see what they can get out of it. They're in it because they truly love the woman that they're with, and they're building and growing together. And in that case, that's fine. If you have a connection with a man that doesn't make as much as you, but he has goals and he's building, then that's okay. But it's a lot of relationships where women enter into these relationships with men that make less, and they promise them that they're working towards, doing better for themselves, and they're not. You look up a year later and he's still doing the same thing, and then 2 years later, he's still doing the same thing. 6 months tops. If you don't see a change, he has to go. Because a man has to be a man. And ladies, you have to hold them to that. You have to be a man in my life. And if not, you have to go. And then there are some situations where the man, he starts out making more than the woman, but then the woman elevates in life and she ends up making more money. And in that situation, a man has to be secure and be able to go with the change. And they've built together. So that's different, in that situation where the woman makes more than the man, because they've built together and they've grown, and now she makes more money. So that's different. But by nature, when a man decides to come into a woman's life, he should have already made the decision to enter into her life to protect her and to provide for her. But if he comes into the relationship thinking about what he can get, he's out of order, and the relationship will be out of order. And it's also the woman's responsibility to recognize that and redirect him. Nobody knows the specifics of Kandi and Todd's situation. So let us just pray for the best, as we do as good Christians on this channel. Word to the wise. If your mama tells you that he or she is no good, listen. And if multiple people are telling you the same thing, it just may be God talking to you. And as always, pray to God for guidance. Read the Bible to know God's truth, and trust in Jesus, the Good Shepherd. He'll never steer you wrong.